closest I had to gobbling up resources was my Pac-Man shirt. I thought I would have a topical oil shirt, or at least something shell branded.
Yeah, and then
I do not.
And then it just completely falls apart because we don't. You know we have shell branded. We flip these over.
Oh yeah, that's
Cool. Good information.
Yeah. Welcome to Try Tuesdays. Today we're playing Peak Oil. We lost our player cam. One of the capture card died, so you just get to see the game board. You don't get to see us today. That's just the way it goes.
We can wave.
Yeah, we can wave. That's about it. All right. So Peak Oil. The objective of the game is to steal or extract as much oil out of the ground as possible, converting that into research into alternative energies. And the winner of the game is the one that has the most startups, or the type of startup at the end of the game that they've put their money in. So they take oil and then you put them towards research through a number of different actions. We'll go through all of them because then it makes a lot more sense. Because it's literally just you taking actions each turn. I'll take white. You want yellow?
Sure.
oh Platypus Petroleum. That sounds way better than Void Energies.
I'm heads up
Wanna
oil.
it doesn't matter. I don't mind being the white guys.
I'm good with the white guys.
I'm heads up Space Oil Corp. I mean, you can be orange if you want, Dan. I just figured take different colors.
No, this is different enough.
All right. So I need this still.
Go for it.
I mean, so everyone, so throughout the game, we'll go through the basic on each turn. You can take an action, which is your men will be throughout all over the game board. So wherever you have a man, you can take an action. It works by majority rules, so it's how much influence you have. So you can have multiple men here, no more than 5 total amongst everyone. And whoever has the majority, we'll go through the whole. Like there's a breaking system on how you break it, but
So one guy can be crowded out.
yeah. So this is where the research goes. Here's the actions. And you can also have these locations. The only action you can do from here is ship, which means you can take the number of barrels that are available here and ship them to one of these destinations. You can go as far to any other locations you want. So you could go from here all the way over to here. But as
the
you go,
destinations, the numbered ones.
yeah, the numbered ones are the destinations. There's ways to actually flip these over so you can change what they are. But you can only take what's available and only what you can deliver. So if this one only had 2 and you're delivering to 2 and there's like 4 here, you can't take 4. And then what happens is when you're shipping, as you go over these locations, events happen at these spots. So if I was, say, going from here to here, so I could take all 3. As I go through this location,
Oh,
whenever there's a barrel of oil with a mystery, you'll draw from this bag, which will have 10 or 20 black barrels, which do nothing. And then we also have red barrels and yellow barrels, which cause us to do PR crisis cards. So it's just basically bad stuff happens.
what
Yellow-
are the different colors of crises? Yellow
So
to yellow,
it's
red
just-
to red.
No, it's just levels. It's just different levels.
Oh,
So it's a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, and they just get progressively worse. And they're also worth negative points at the end of the game.
So over here, there are
2.
2 or 3.
2. So what the bottom the white one is for these is it tells you what's on the other side, because you can use these security tokens here, and these security tokens let you flip any of these things over. So for example, this one's blocked right now, so you can't ship on this lane, but you can flip it over now. You can ship on that lane, but you can also stop other people from going through there.
And the skull?
The skulls, whenever there's a skull there, what that means is, say you're going past a skull, you have to feed the pirates 1 barrel of oil. It was random that it ended up on Nigeria. Steal. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Hey, Jimmy.
Apparently it is environmentally friendly, but yes, you can't see us because one of the cameras is dead.
Yeah, so one of the capture cards died, so I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. But I gave it a college try, and I figured gaming is more important than watching Chris troubleshoot capture cards problems.
Nothing up our sleeves, though.
that's a different Twitch channel.
Yeah, that's Dark Owl hardware repair. All right, so these are supposed to represent 1 trillion barrels of oil. I think they got their numbers completely wrong, and it was supposed to spend $1 trillion. Once again, those numbers don't line up. But we're just not going to go into that. That's obviously someone didn't know the economics of oil when they did this. All right, so that's the one shipping action. The other actions, which you're primarily going to be doing most of, is these actions down here.
Yep.
So if you're the majority, if you have the because everyone can place multiple men here, right? So if you, for example, look at Grey Ops, Dan has the majority here. So if you want, he's the only one that can do this, and when he does it, he can do black market and consultants. If, for example, Dan wasn't there, and he was on his, now we're both majorities, so we both can do it, but when we do it, we have to pull a barrel of oil from the bag and
See
potentially.
if something bad happens.
Yeah, and if it's a black barrel, it goes on this basically the black market track, and every fourth time they get distributed to all 4 locations, so the oil keeps going on to the market. Consultants gets you good bonuses, which also work victory points at the end. You can only have one of each, of level 1, level 2, level 3. So you can't have you can't just do nothing but consultants. But you can try to get a different card if you want. There are different abilities in each one, but they're all face down, so you don't know what you're going to get. So how you get the majority of your points is investing in new technologies. Agropolymers, tidal power, SPMR, guessing some sort of house nuclear, like Fallout style, with small nuclear plants, and then cellulose ethanol. The other one that we don't play in this version is hydrogen fuel cells, because when there's not many people, I guess they feel that that's not a good technology, but having house-to-house nuclear power plants is.
It's fine.
So what you do to get these is everyone's going to get one of these cards.
Is that secret drivers that we want to try and
So
boost ourselves?
Yeah, so everyone will get one of these, and these are 3 companies that you own right off the get-go.
Own shares in.
You secretly owned by you, because whoever gets these, they're all different companies.
Oh.
So you own
I
multiple.
thought they were the same. Okay, yeah.
So you own multiple companies, and what it is like this is tidal power. So this match is
Yep.
there.
I see.
So there's 2 ways you get points. You get points by we're gonna get to it. It's technologies is where you can actually increase their worth for this type of power, where you can move the stuff from the black market into here to increase their worth, or you use your own oil to increase the worth. So what you're looking to do is try to get these and get the most power, but as they become worth more, buying them from the startup phase costs more. So when there's nothing here, they're free. But as soon as there's one here, now it's cost a barrel of oil to buy it. And then it keeps going up. So, I mean, if you're trying to do all on title and you have 5 here,
It gets
each
really
new company is more pricey. So, but you can also buy, if you look at these cards, all your oil fields, when you drill for them, they also give you a bonus, a 1 XP bonus, victory point bonus, for each one of these. So if I have this one, so I have Allen Energy. If I have this Russian oil field card in my disposal, that's worth an extra point.
Oh.
And if you had four of this same symbol, they're each worth 1 extra point.
Oh, so you're wanting to try and match the industries
you have here, as well as bump this track up, because this is a multiplier. So if you have 2 or 3 tidal energies and this is worth 2 or 3, it's worth 2 or 3 per.
Right, because it's a big market afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's roughly how it works. These are just bad stuff. I haven't actually read them, so we'll just go through them as we go through.
Doing fresh, yep.
So we're gonna go through all the actions. That's kind of the general rules. I want to explain roughly how we get points before we kind of go through all the actions, just to make sure you know what you're focused on.
These oil fields, they apply to specific areas here.
So what? Sort of, yeah. They're matching to the regions, but they don't generate oil there. They generate oil directly into your reserves.
Okay.
So you're drilling there.
So it's like your engine that you're going to be using in between turns?
No, this is just the one time you get it.
Oh.
And then new ones appears. Because the way you do it is just one of the actions you do here is called drill.
Okay.
And then you automatically get, so this one you get 3 oil, and then you get 2 missed bag pulls.
Oh, so you take 3 of these, and then...
No, 3 from the bag.
Oh.
No, let me double check. 3 from the bag, because this is the limited supply. This is these aren't in the game anymore.
Okay.
This is a limited supply. That's the total number of oil. So it's not going to be a super long game.
Peak oil.
Peak oil, yeah.
Makes sense.
So you would just have to look in, grab them, and these ones you just pull, and you either get a crisis or black oil that just goes in the black market.
Do you get to choose where the black oil goes?
Yeah, just go, but it has to go on one of the free ones because
Okay, but it's not like it has to align with this symbol here.
No.
Okay.
And what you also get is any ones that have stars. That's how you get these tokens, which give you the ability to flip any of the small ones. The big ones, I think you can flip them as well because they're always flippable. So now this one goes from worth $4 to worth $3. So if you think someone's going to deliver there, you can make it worth less. So that's the high level. On each of your turn, you get 3 possible actions. The first one is take one of the actions, which is one of these, or ship action at one of these locations.
Or ship. Can always ship.
Only
Or if you have an agent there.
if you have an agent, and you have the majority of power in the agent there,
Okay.
or you're tied, and then you can do it. So that's you can always do if you have. So if someone's looking like on, and the thing is, the first action is always ship, which means, or sorry, the first. God, that's terrible. The first step is the way they put it. Is either reassign agent, which is moving from either your HQ, or put them on the board anywhere, and you can move them from one spot to another. You can move them around. You only start with 2 to begin with, so you can recruit more later. But so that's your first one, and then the second one, and you have to do all of these. So the first 2 you will both have to do. So it's either reassign agent or take an action, and the second one is only reassign an agent. And you can't like move one guy here and then move another guy in. It's one of those you have to, like you can't go back to where you couldn't move him here and then move him back. Like you can't go back to where you were.
I'm not sure why you'd want to.
I don't understand that, but that they said that in the rules. I think it's the idea behind that is that you can't like shuffle stuff around
And just jump between 2 areas.
because you have to move an agent. So you on the first turn you can move away and then move back, right? Because you have to. You have an optional second play where you spend two barrels of oil.
I guess the expats want to be constantly reassigned so their career moves forward.
Yeah, exactly. And
Global position.
and if you're really trying to help them move forward, then what you do is you pay 2 oil, and you can move them, move 1 additional agent. So you can move up to 3 agents in a turn. So
And that's on the top of my Platypus Petroleum card here. Step 1, step 2, step
yep,
3.
they're all there. And then and you also look on the back of these. These also have what the other actions in this, and it also reminds you how you break ties.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you take an action, all your agents come back to your HQ. So like if you had 3 guys here, you really wanted to get that, you got it, and they came back here. Now you have to reassign them back out. So it takes a couple turns to get them back out.
Ah, yeah, that is a lot of actions.
So if you wanted to get 3 guys back out, that's 2 turns in a barrel of oil, or it's a turn in a barrel of oil, or 2 turns, right? So we're gonna go through all the actions again quickly, just because that's kind of where the whole game is. So if you're trying to break a tie, because you don't have majority, you only get 1 of the 2 actions. If you have a solid majority, and it's not compared like if it was 1-1-1, it's fine, but like it's compared to each other player, right? So it's not like they have 2, the opponents have 2, you need 2. You only need 1 greater than any one other player. So on the first one, so this is right here, it's expand. So expand, this allows you to recruit another agent, because everyone starts with 2 and the other 2 are in the general supply. You get another agent that goes to your HQ right away. The other one is dispatch. So if you have the majority, you can also do this. You move all your agents from this spot. That just seems odd, but yeah, sure, that sounds good. Move agents from one. It says this spot, but it says from. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so move all agents from this spot to another spot, and you may activate that spot. So if I had 2 guys here, I could recruit another guy into my HQ, and these 2 guys here would normally come back to HQ. But if you have a majority, then you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna go invest with them next turn."
Okay.
It actually says dispatches.
Move all your agents from this spot to another spot, and then you may activate that spot. So I'd be able to activate invest right away and then come back. So this kind of gives you an extra bonus action. So the other one is develop, which there's 2 components here. The first one is drill. So by doing this, you may take one of these 3 oil field cards. You can also, at the start, if you're doing this, you can replace all 3 with new ones. That's then you take any black barrels that are in there. You pull any particular regions. So the black barrels, I'm going to double check this. I missed that when I was reading rules. I just want to make sure. So So instead of them just going away, these ones that get pulled, instead of going to the black market, they go to that region.
Oh, okay.
But you still have to do the crisis cards. The other option, the other action that you can do with that from that location is discard one of your face-up crisis cards, and possibly paying for it, because some of them have oil costs on them. So what it is when you
Oh,
first,
that'd be the whitewash portion of
yeah,
that. I see.
when you first get a card, and I like their coloring of the card.
Is it drill or whitewash, or drill and whitewash?
If you
Drill,
have, if you have
then
if you have a majority, you can do both. But if you're tied and you have to break a tie, you can only do one or the other.
Okay.
So that's why you want to have more influence there than anyone else. But if you're kind of close, then. But the thing is, if say you did that, the next turn you're gone, so now that person would be able to do it on their turn.
Yep.
So I mean, so you do something, you want to do it early, therefore someone else gets a better benefit. So the way these work, when you always grab a level 1 first if you don't have one, then a level 2, then a level 3. The way it works, if you don't have one, you take a level 1, and then the next time you get it, you flip it face up, and take a level 2. Let me double check that. I want to make page 10. Page 10. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So then what you do is what you do is in your first one you take one, and the next turn you flip it face up. So now I have this. Now this is active. It's always worth negative victory points at the end of the game. And the next time I did it, I'd grab one of these. If I don't have one face down,
Your third time.
But if you paid to get rid of that,
then I would take a level 1 again.
okay.
So that's why you want to get rid of them. And it's not just 1, 2, 3. I think it's 1, 3, 5.
Whoa.
So it gets progressive.
escalating.
Yeah, and it costs these cost for example 1 barrel of oil to get rid of them.
Those
Cheap.
ones.
Those are free.
Oh, you can whitewash those for free.
Yeah, yeah. They're just bad. It's just a Twitter gaffe. You just kind of get over it and move on.
Donald Trump accidentally made a typo.
Yeah. Well. That could kill companies, but so the next one is invest. So the option about that is so what it allows you to acquire startup cards
Yep.
from the HQ, and then you have to pay the price equal to whatever the value is here. And what you can also do as the second action is technology. So you can take one of your barrels of oil and put it on one of these tracks to increase the value of that one.
And then to increase any cards costs later on for that.
That increases the value for everybody.
Yeah.
So
And where do I pay? Does it go back in supply if I buy, say, Thrive right now, or if you had your one?
No, it's gone from the game.
It's gone. So it goes back over here in this tin.
Yeah. So it's gone. So it's one of those things, like if it's here, it's here, but that always stays there, right?
So we've got 23, 8, 31
20.
barrels of oil to deal with here.
Yeah. And we have these colored ones, which come back into the game as you play.
Oh.
So can I actually put a marker here, or I put it here and I get those?
No, you don't get these. This is just technology tracks. So that's like money being invested.
So I would never put you put the markers there earlier on, but
No, that was just me being stupid.
okay, good.
So that's the second one of this action of that one. The final one here is Gray Ops, which allows you to do black market, which is move all the barrels from here into the corresponding technology. So they would all move this way. So before it triggers, like being completely filled up because of drawing ones, you could actually slide them this way. So if they're on the ones you want, you can slide them over. The other option is just take a consultant card.
Which one is that?
That's this black market and consultants.
Oh. The get oil. Okay.
So when I place my guy,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell, there are 8 places to place it. These 4
And
and these 4.
Correct.
So the 3 of us are fighting over 8 places.
Yes. You can have no more than 5 tokens on one place. So in reality, if someone put 3 there, they're guaranteed to always get it. But then they'll have to come home. The one thing that I forgot to mention, I just want to, is the security token doesn't just flip these; you can also swap them.
Ooh.
So you can go from one place to another. Not this one. This one's just that we remember
Yeah.
that's not.
Just shut down.
That's basically the rule of scoring. Like I said, it's 1 victory point per barrel for your technologies, and then 1 additional one for each field that matches your technology.
Ooh. In order to take those actions at the bottom, if you have the majority, you use both options for free. If you're tied, you have to pull a barrel to use one option.
Correct.
That's intense.
And
Okay.
if you don't have, and then when it goes to peak oil, it kind of gets chaotic. We'll just go to them and get there
Is that when
Coils
we run
when
out
it
of black
runs
barrels?
out.
when we run out of black barrels.
Should we be keeping track of how many black barrels have been eliminated from the game?
Probably just so we don't have to.
What can you,
Here, I'll just dump this one first.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking like as we pull them from the bag, you just put a counter so you have a because you know we have
Oh,
there's
yeah,
20
yeah.
in there,
That makes more sense.
and then we can just
How many?
there's 20 black barrels,
Yeah.
so we know as what are left. All right, so
are dice ever used in the game?
no, those are from just Chris having dice.
Okay.
So peak oil, just so you guys have a rough for end game. But basically, what ends up happening is you get to start activating wherever your guys are at the time until they're all gone.
Okay.
Just to get some final actions in. But that's basically it.
So if I look over these ones here,
Yeah.
so if I actually trigger the drill action,
Yep.
and so I got my guy here, and you guys have none.
And you get this. So now it's yours. And now
But would I choose one, or
any of the three.
so I could choose any
You
of
don't
three?
need a man in the region?
Nope. Because he does it from
You're just making the cell phone call.
you're making the call saying
Send an
drill.
email.
So in here, like I can see why and choose this one or this one.
Yeah.
This one. Oh, and I get two of those there.
Yeah.
And that's a double symbol. So like say for example you had
So they each
But
have
it's
advantages.
Nigeria, so it's 3 risky barrels. Right now, this would be a really safe bet.
Yeah.
But as black barrels come out, this could be red,
And like say
red,
for
red.
example you have this. That's worth 2 victory points right off the get go for you.
That's worth it for a couple of bad presses.
That's the way that kind of works.
Okay. So each of these in this case has an advantage. This one's fairly safe, but not much oil.
Yeah.
This one gives a lot of oil, but a
it's
little
safe.
risky.
And you also get a security point which you can use to modify.
Okay.
The one thing I didn't mention is not just flipping these. You can also swap them to any location
Yep.
of the board.
And Chris, the difference between the red barrels and the yellow barrels is red more bad.
Red goes back in the bag. Yellow
Okay.
just gets activated and gets thrown out of the game.
But if I was to draw a red one, I'd still just start with the one. It's not like I'd
No.
have like a medium rate
No.
PR nightmare or have to get 2. Okay.
No.
That's a cool way of doing it. I like it.
It's fairly straightforward.
All right, Chris, you get to go first.
Everyone starts with 2. So everyone take one because this is don't show anyone. You can't show the stream.
secret. Keep it safe. I see Chris's.
I don't really care. Oh.
Okay.
All right, so you start with 2.
What is the proper way of determining who goes first? I'm sure it's got something
The
sneaky.
person who
down.
last used the vehicle, so that would be Richard.
Hey, cool.
You want to go first? Go.
Sure.
Yeah. Going first technically in this game isn't always a benefit because you get to see what other people do. So
Yep.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'll take an act. I can't take an action.
because the first one is only the action. So like on the first turn you put someone there, but you can only take an action on your first step.
So I'll assign my 2 agents.
There you go. That's
And I only have 1 barrel, so I can't pay 2 barrels to assign a third because I only have a third.
yeah. You don't even have a third.
All right. So I get to put people on a board, eh?
Yep.
So that would let me next turn do one of these if I'm the majority.
Yes. So now
And unless he puts 2 there, you'll be a majority.
no, but if I put 1 there, but then
Then
he
it's
has
his costs.
then he has his cost to it. So
But he's got money.
no. But the thing is that's actually we should do this.
And if I put a man in the Gulf region, I can then sell that. So that's an interesting way of.
But you have
Mapping.
you have to pull one to get. Yeah, they even have in the instruction manuals. Do not use this for navigation purposes because then they started mentioning like certain straits aren't like you don't need to tell people this. This obviously isn't a map you would use to navigate.
That is not traditionally where I would call the Gulf region. So, anyways, if I'm there, I can then potentially sell that oil if I'm majority.
And but
right?
you have to pull one of these.
I'm gonna try this. See what happens.
It's worth $3.
Potentially, or it could be a PR nightmare.
Yep. I didn't even shoot. What else do I want to do? I lose one for sure there. I have some PR Nightmare there. Dan, I think I'm gonna have to.
If you go to Russia, do you get 2, right?
2 automatically. It's yeah. Because I can sell straight here. There's no.
This just looks like a bad place for oil currently.
Yeah, the pirates really want their cut there.
Libya just well, and when you ship somewhere, like really, I suppose you can ship to Rotterdam.
Yeah.
You don't have to ship to Philadelphia.
No, but you could have potentially even ship from like say for this was the 2, you could ship all as far as you want to go.
Oh man,
But you hit through multiple.
it'd be super dangerous.
But I mean, here if this one had lots, like bam bam, 3 right away.
So if you ship from the Gulf region,
Yeah.
through the Suez to here,
Yeah.
these would be 4 draws.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could get a lot more oil. Is that it?
No, you don't get the oil, no matter what.
Oh, the oil goes here.
Either oil goes here or you get PR crises.
Okay,
So you want to minimize that effect.
but you
Probably
can't.
fine.
You can't ship this way over the Pacific on this map.
Yes, the one thing you have to bear in mind, they have arrows, and you have to ship in the arrow direction if there is an arrow. And,
Oh.
and they all go this way, so you can't ship this way.
Okay.
So like this can't ship this way; it can only ship that way. Which doesn't really, you never really ship
Can't
this
ship.
way.
Okay.
You can't do Nigeria through that way. It can only go to these 2 places.
But you can ship from the Gulf to Singapore or from Russia to, the U.S.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is one of the few 2-way routes.
Yeah, but yeah, because it's the Gulf. Everything comes from the Gulf, right?
Actually, I guess some of the only 1-way routes are here
Yeah.
because this is a you know when it
The
goes
only
into-
one-way route is this route out, so you can either go that way. So it's not too bad. Like.
Oh, Europe is a nice easy
So
way to
Richard,
get
it's your
oil.
turn.
Nigeria can. I guess it only gets 1. So it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I can take 1 action.
Yeah, and then reassign 1 man, or reassign both men.
So I will invest in a startup technology.
So choose your startup technology.
I should check and see which companies I already secretly own, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should.
Sounds good.
And then take the other one just to throw us off, right?
Well, I've already secretly
So
owned it.
sneaky.
I secretly own it, even if you grab it.
No. That does not how it works. That just means like it's
You-
just
You've already
just
got a share of that.
colored icons.
Sounds good. So I will take Eclipse Engineering. And I have
Now you can reassign one of your men from either HQ or from
from HQ.
or from here. If you want to move them away because you're just like, well, I'm not going to contest that. Or you like, I don't want Dan to do this. I don't want Dan to do this. You can contest that, or even for myself here.
You can always contest, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that, can I?
No,
No.
you can't. 'Cause you
That's
can't.
right. Because
You're already there.
That's where you took them from.
I mean, you can go here and get a consultancy card. You can go here and hope that make it harder for Dan. And the next turn he'll be gone, and then you can do
what's
it.
the black market do again?
The black market, when we have tokens here, it moves them into technology track to increase the.
Okay.
And then what it also does is lets you get a consultancy card, which is bonus special special actions and VP at the end of the game.
So let's see. You are getting free shipping of 2.
Dan is getting 3.
Dan is getting 3 and a draw for the pile.
Yeah. That's 3
Once he's used up those 3 trillion barrels.
yeah, 3 trillion barrels in one shipment.
That sounds like, that Dr. Evil there. $1 million.
Fairfax Health.
So how those come back?
So if
to-
I go here,
yeah.
if he wants to do the action, he has to pay his barrel of oil to do the action?
Yes. No.
No. The way you break ties.
Well, he can do something. He just can only...
Yeah, so the way to break the tie, he has to pull a barrel of oil from here. So you're just making it more risky for him.
Okay. And then what would happen is if he shipped, those 3 barrels would be gone. My agent would be there,
Yeah.
and my agent would have to wait for more oil to arrive before I could think of shipping it.
How does oil come back in there, Chris?
So when
Cards.
when the black market
Oh.
fully fills up, they go out or from the cards themselves. So once this all fills up, because of the way we're playing now, you put one on each one.
Oh, because there's 4 slots.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
you've done gray ops and shifted them this way.
And the marketing package, they give you a card, so I'll try that.
All right,
Actually, yeah, sure. I'll see.
Dan, you're up. There's no optimal way to play these games. You just try them out.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna pull a barrel.
So these 3 will go to you.
Big bucks and no whammies. Black barrel.
And these 3 go to you on your pile, making it 4.
Yeah. So where do you want this, Dan? This goes into the black market, and this goes back.
Let's put them into the pink thing. Alright. So where I traded those down to 4, I only get 3 because there's only 3 on that space, right?
Correct.
So that's the max I can sell through there.
Yeah, it's a max you can sell at this particular port.
Okay. So does he get reassigned somewhere now?
Now your next action is reassignment, so you can either assign him or
Yeah. So step 1 is take or
Yep.
reassign. Step 2 is reassign.
Flop.
Now, if he had a 3rd agent, he could pay 2 barrels to reassign it because he now has lots of barrels.
correct. Or you could double up in a location.
True.
So I'm going to do the same thing, but I just get 2 for free.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to put another man here.
Oh.
Cool. I
Kinda like-
am yellow.
The play a worker, take a worker.
Yeah.
Raiders, eh?
Yeah.
This is a more civilized age of Ragers.
So here, if I do my gray ops,
It feels more civilized.
if I do my black market stuff,
Do you have to pay
That
a
goes
barrel
over-
oil for
This
that?
goes right there. Nope.
What? Isn't that what that icon means?
What?
Gray ops with the
No, no.
pirate barrel
It
face.
just makes
Oh,
these
it
things
moves
slide
from
into
pirate barrel.
Yeah.
the pirate barrels become legitimate.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Greenpeace launders them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And so now you also get a level 1 card.
And I get to read it and figure out what wonderful things it does.
I think you have to flip it up once you figured it out.
Okay.
What do you
Place
do?
on your HQ one of your
headhunter.
agents from the supply.
Right away. Bam.
So now I have a 3rd agent.
Yeah.
And that was my action.
Yep.
So now I get to assign.
Yep.
This is my step 2 in action.
Yep.
And I'll go.
You can go back there.
No, I can't.
Come
You're
on.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Come up here.
No, I don't need money.
Dan, you're up.
Green on initiatives run on fairy dust.
This is true.
So you can also grab it, like once you have all these, you can go back there and try to replace them.
Swap it out.
No, you can't do that.
No, because then I'd have to
No,
give back
'cause
my
they're
agent.
limited. I am.
So now this one's worth a barrel of oil to get.
I am going to drill.
Okay.
Oh, because I raised the
Yeah.
price.
You raise the price of that technology. So you're drilling in the Gulf.
Yep.
So you also get one of these. And these are limited supply, so once they're all gone, they're gone. There's no way to replenish them except when you use them, they go back in.
So I get 3 black barrels now.
Yep. We've already pulled 1 from here.
Uh-oh.
This is the only downside of this whole game is you gotta like.
Uh-oh. So now that would be down to 1.
Yep. And now you have to pull 2.
This will be fine.
What could go wrong?
It's less good. That's good. Let's put him.
No. So when you're pulling these from these, you did in the Gulf, it goes to the Gulf region.
Oh, okay.
And so now you
That's
get
sweet. So now that goes. The red one goes back, right? The yellow
Goes
one
back
comes
in.
out, stays out.
and now you get one of these face down.
Okay.
Because he has
Can I-
he has to read it and figure out what it says. Or
Yeah, but it's face down.
For my second action.
You don't
since
get a
I'm-
second action. You get a reassign.
second action is reassign.
So
Only.
No,
you
but I'm the majority. Can I use both options?
oh yeah, you were here, right? So you get the majority. So whitewash.
Can I just get rid of it for free right now?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
What was it?
Let me double check. I think you might have to be face up to get rid of them. we're
I have poor oversight. So true.
Oh, and that's where the face up, face down things.
Yeah.
You can't kill a crisis that quickly.
Potentially not.
yeah, one of your face up cards.
Oh no.
So now you have that, but you know what it is now. So you know
When does it go face up?
next time he gets a crisis, it goes face up.
Am I allowed to read it before? Like,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
I
you-
supposed to have read it before?
Yeah.
So I have a turn to prep for it.
Well, potentially more, but
Okay.
It goes face up in your next action of any kind?
no.
Or just in your next.
So what it is, that flips face up. Like, so the next time he gets a crisis, it goes face up.
Ah, okay.
And then if he has that face up, and then he gets another crisis, then he goes to level 2. That's how it progresses. Like, if you have crises on the board and they keep piling up.
I'm surprised I don't have a bigger pile of level 1 crises.
No, but you only need one, right? Because
I
then you
guess
get
it's
a level
one per
2.
player.
Then you get a level.
We could have 2 per player. If one's face down and one face
Nope.
up.
Because as soon as you have that one, you have to go to the next level.
Turns out, if you're not a really good company, things start getting worse and worse. The more they get
Really?
papers.
That's an interesting thing.
So next time, if I was to pop them here,
Yeah.
and next time, if I was to take that action, they both come back, and I can only assign one of them out, right?
Yeah.
So that's the
That's-
risk of
that's
being
the
a
risk.
majority.
Yeah. But that guarantees you get that without, and that also blocks him from using that, right? So you're
Nailed
done?
it. Yep.
So I'm going to do this one. Is that
Yeah.
the majority?
So you're gonna recruit somebody.
So I get another man. Goes to my HQ, and then I get to move these 2 guys to another location. Feel like we might have to go drilling in Nigeria.
You can dispatch the entire crew, or just the one.
Just the 2 from here. They have to go,
Okay.
I can put them wherever I want.
You
So I
could
could put them here too.
get 2?
And contest you here if I want.
Yep.
do it with it.
But I think we're gonna go do some development,
Do you get dispatched and you get take other action?
and then I could immediately take this one, so I get a drill. So I think I'm gonna drill here. So I get a token. We have to pull 2.
Libya.
Black barrel. Black barrel.
That worked out. And then they come home right away.
Yeah, then these would come home, and then I have my 1 assign action, so I'm gonna assign 1 here. Make sure these. And that's my turn.
Sounds good. So I have the majority here now, so I can recruit.
Correct.
So you now
That's
have.
kind of it is. You can wait people out if you want.
And does he recruit into
no.
your headquarters?
He recruits into your headquarters
Okay. How come you had 2 there?
because I put 2 there to make the
Oh,
majority.
right. So that's what happened.
So now you get that. So you automatically get that. So you got your man. Now dispatch means this one guy you can move him to any of the actions available on the board. So you can put him here, for example, if you want.
I could immediately ship oil from somewhere.
You could.
And
If
if I were to go here,
You don't have the majority,
You'd be tied. So you'd have to draw a barrel.
and the pirates would take one.
and the pirates would take 1.
Yeah.
So it's not a good contended pick. Like you're better off to either go here or like just get another.
How did
drill.
you end up in Nigeria? Did you?
I dispatched to Nigeria. No. I did this action. I moved them, and then I used my reassign action to reassign a guy to there.
So you chose Nigeria because there's a lot of oil there,
Yeah, I just wanted to get a guy on the board. Right?
not because it's related to that card.
No,
Okay.
that was just happy, quinky dink.
Sounds good. So I think I will immediately take this action. And I'll try the Libyan thing to see what 2 barrels of oil do.
Worked out okay for Doc Brown.
Yeah, what could go wrong, eh?
So draw them one at a time. They say because in case you get
The red one?
then it goes back because it has to go.
1,
Because I'm technically supposed to go back.
Oh
in.
yeah, I guess so.
2.
So what happens with this one is you still get a crisis.
Yep.
That
And where's
that,
that
that
from?
goes that goes
Libya?
to Libya, and then this one just is removed from the game. Because those are minor crises.
Sounds good. So that was my step 1, take an action or reassign agent.
Yep. So now you've done this, so he comes back home.
And now I get to assign an agent.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I love how this is pirates, always pirates.
Unless. Mm-hmm.
Now the question is this worth?
If you turn it
Is
over
this worth
there,
anything at the end?
if
No.
you turn it over though, you can shuffle it to somewhere else.
Yeah. So I can be like, well, I think someone's going to ship from here, and I can make that, but that's already a pirate. But that would allow you to, you know what I mean? Or I could switch to here if I didn't want to do
Yep.
it. Or I could put like a block to block someone from shipping from there. That's the play, right?
And you can only when do you use this? Just at the start of your turn?
Yeah, during your turn.
Does it use an action?
No. It's just
Is it worth anything at the end?
No. And there's only 5 total in the game. So if you have 4 of them, other people can't move them and only you can until they're available here.
And when I use this, it goes back into there?
Yeah.
Because our Blackwater security team is busy.
Yeah.
Until they're not
Yeah,
busy.
there's only 5 teams you can recruit. And these guys are just sitting in a helicopter, waiting.
Yep. Just pumping the iron. Worshiping the old Iron Church.
I'm just debating here between the dick move and the non-dick move. Because there's dick move number 1, dick move number 2.
See, but the thing is, we both, as much as you want to do dick moves, we also have security guys, which means that later we can influence you.
Yep.
Oh, you can have one of that one. So just
Sounds good. I will.
or just start getting more men on the board all over the place, and then
Yeah.
work for a couple different turns, right?
Yep. I'll do that.
Jan,
Which
you're
one
up.
you drill. Oh no, that was just your
That's just my
placement.
place.
Alright, so I can buy a startup. Uh-oh. Better be ice climbing, Chris.
At least someone got that one.
So I could buy. What's this multiplier, isn't it?
Good to know what those are, but sometimes you just want to be all over the board, because then if other people are looking for that stuff, you can be in that boat too and let them drive the costs. Because if they put the research in, you can just have the startups that kind of get the...
I like the sounds of that. Let's go with that mini nuke location.
And then these 2 guys go home.
And then I can reassign one of these guys, right?
Yep.
What is technology? So that was startups?
Yeah, and then technologies allows you to take one of your barrels of oil and put it on any one of these, if you want. So it allows you to increase the value of certain startups. Or if you think someone's going for a certain startup, you can make it cost money or more money to
Can
do
you
it.
put that on the suitcase nuke?
So now that's automatically worth a victory point.
And then I can reassign one of these guys, right?
Yes.
Let's go here for next time. Oh, and I'm gonna use this. And my security team.
You forcing me to use mine? You want to rethink that? You want to think that?
Well, he could move it here.
Yeah, you can put it somewhere else. It's just I don't know if you'd want to.
Well, you've got nowhere obvious. You are deployed.
When I swap them, it's straight a swap, right? I can't flip a face on them?
Correct. Swap
Okay.
or flip a face.
Swap or flip though.
Because you're thinking something like that.
I'm not sure why you'd use it now and not save it for later when you're.
Yeah, I'm gonna
actually in
save it.
influence.
I'm gonna save it.
Can you use that anytime, or
During
Only
your
on my
turn.
turn.
I
So-
think yeah.
you have to use it before? Like,
No, anytime during your turn.
okay, so you can use it before you take your first action.
Correct. So my turn. I'm not going to do that because I think it's worth more than losing 1 barrel of oil.
Yep.
So I'm just going to take, and I pay 1 to the pirates, and then I take the 2.
So that
The
one.
pirates go out of the game?
No. Back market.
Ooh.
Oh, I just put on the first one.
Put on whichever one you want.
That works. I think it works. Might work. All right, so now I have to deploy 1 man.
Mr. CEO over there forgets even what he owns.
And that's just how we do this. I think I want to get in the develop game.
My turn.
I think this is the play right now.
Ooh. What is technologies?
So now these 2.
Putting money over there to make them investing essentially in your area.
Those are gone from the game.
Okay.
So you can move one of your barrels to get more involved in one of these 2 industries.
Or
And make
any
it-
industry.
Yeah.
But these are the ones that give bonus to your other industries, whereas this one,
So right now, Libya, this pink one is worth 1 times that.
So if he has a pink one,
Mhm.
Yep.
so if there's a pink one into here,
Yep.
it's worth 1 victory point, and he gets 1 bonus one for this.
Okay.
But only 1 bonus. It's not like if you have 10 pink ones, it's not 10 bonus victory points. This is just one additional victory
'Kay.
points.
And
So
then
these
how-
are still more important for.
How does the multiplier work? If there's 2 barrels on the pink
And
one,
you have 2 pink ones. It's worth 4 points. So it's 2. So this is the multiplier per.
so the 1 barrel means really nothing other than making it expensive to buy right away. But
And then
then
the
once you get
2
2 and 3s,
that's
that's
when it
where
really-
really the money starts to hit at home.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a technologies.
Okay.
So I draw a barrel.
And this is kind of like it might be a dick move, but it's also.
I have Mickey.
A red one.
All right. So now you already have this PR. So this one flips up. So now this is active for you.
You may not spend security chips and take a shipping action on the same turn. So I can do a startup, and I'll take Masubi Corp.
So that costs you a barrel of oil.
Oh, sorry. Then I'll take a tidal power one.
That will not cost you any more.
And Tsunami is a much better name than.
So now
And
this
then yellow comes home.
now it comes home, and now you get to redeploy.
Sounds good. And the redeploy.
Can't go right back to where
Thank
you
you.
were.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good play. Dan, you're up. No, yeah, you don't have oil.
My go, eh?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down.
Yeah, I can't move the shutdown one.
Yeah, you can.
I thought you were.
I can't move this one.
That shut down one.
Oh, okay.
Because that's just not in the game. I just put that there just so we know it's not in the game.
Okay.
Because I drew ones at random. That just happened to one I didn't draw at random.
Sounds good.
So I can recruit an extra dude, and then I can dispatch this boy right away, right?
So you're doing this one?
Yeah, that's
Do you
my only
recruit?
option.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So now this guy can go anywhere on the board.
And perform that action.
Yeah. So like if you went here, it would happen all the way. You go here, it'd happen all the way away. So in reality, you could have gone here, drawn one, tried to just snake it from him.
Oh, I should have been a dick.
Or you can go here and just make it a 3-way.
Well, that does seem like a good idea.
Or do this, move that one gray one over and get a consultancy card.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that.
So this one goes here.
Yep.
This comes back home, and you get a consultancy card.
Local rep. During your turn, on each region where you already have at least one agent, you are considered to have more than one agent.
So now your agents are worth 2 if you have one there.
So I can reassign them right away, right?
Yep.
I didn't get my level 2 public incident there.
No, you get one, you flip it over, and then now if you don't resolve this one, then you get a level 2 face down.
Ah, it takes a while to build up.
Yeah. It's just the vitriol has to build up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to invest in here. Now everything costs some money. You seem to be investing heavily in that.
Well, because it's free, and I don't have money.
Yeah, I guess that is one way of looking at it.
Free is good.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take one just so that you have lots in there, so I get any benefit from you trying to put a lot of resources into that location.
Good for me.
That doesn't mean I'm going to put resources in there, but it just means...
Are you gonna do a technology?
Maybe. No, I don't want to do it just quite yet, because...
Okay.
No, can I take that back? Too late now. I was not thinking. No. I get to reassign this guy.
A guy.
Yeah.
Well,
the one
yeah,
I
this
just
guy comes
finished.
back and then 1 and 2, right?
You've got 3 guys now?
3. Yeah.
I'm the one with 4.
Yep.
Because your card got you another one. So I still have that. Might be worth pulling a barrel of oil for a crisis for 3. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
Sounds good.
Get shit out of there.
But I have a security token.
Oh, you do.
He has
Also a jerk.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So he's worth 2 right now. So he's the only one that can ship out of there unless you reinforce him.
Who's worth 2?
His guy's worth 2.
Why is this guy worth 2?
Because I have a local representative.
That's on a region. That's in these areas.
Oh,
Not on here.
Oh, you are correct, sir. Oh no. Okay.
mistakes have been made.
Yep. That's fine.
You know what's funny? Because we've been pushing these over here, we've had no more oil deploying to the board.
It's true.
Well, let's
And Dan
see.
just has this like reserve of oil.
I
Just
think we're down to 9.
I think we're running out of time here.
I'm gonna go 1, 2.
You can deploy 2.
Because first action, second
I
action.
can take an action.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to get you guys on the board. Dan, your turn.
Um.
I know what he's gonna do now. I'm gonna have guys up in my grill over here.
You got a security token left there?
Well, I guess step 1, I can reassign an agent, right?
Yep. So you can put 2 guys.
Or take an action.
Yeah.
You could take this action.
Or that action. No, you can't. Well, you could because we're all tied.
Yeah, you could take this action, and we could take just. Is it drill or whitewash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have to choose.
You don't have to choose the first one though. You can.
No, you can choose one or the other.
I'm going to assign a man here. I can do that, right?
Yep.
And
You don't have a security token, Dan.
I don't.
He's just being a dick.
Yeah. Haha. Apparently, these incompetent executives are making mistakes.
Yeah. It's like I took you to that nice resort last year. You know, like you're not helping out.
And I'll go here. And dispatches from here or take them from anywhere. It has to be from the plane location.
They just go from here to the next
Okay.
location. I think I'm going to do some DevOps. And I don't have any things yet, so I think I'm going to...
This is dev. That's ops.
Yeah.
So you can't mix DevOps here.
Well, it's just develop. I just mentally think of it as... Alright, so what do I want? That just... I get an oil out of that, so that's not so bad. Do I want it in Russia?
You have to draw first, though, don't you?
No, you get the card and then you draw.
It doesn't really matter since the
aren't
draw's
you-
not going to take away your card.
Tied for the develop.
Yeah, I still get a card. I still
You
get...
still have to draw one.
Yeah.
I just keep drawing the red one. Bring it
That's
back.
a good one.
What do I want to put? I don't want to put in Libya because that's just going to go to Dan.
So you have to draw first to use the action.
Yeah, so I get one. It's a great one. So it goes...
That goes to Libya.
Nope, it goes into the... Goes into the market, wherever I want that. And then I draw one for... Then I get one for myself,
Yep.
to my supply, and then I pull one for nothing. So this one goes...
That goes to
Russia?
Russia. And then this guy... Got my guy. And I can deploy one guy out.
Russia is up next.
So, I am going to pay my oil to get Masubi Corp.
You're investing?
I'm investing.
You have to draw.
So there's my oil paid off to somebody.
Does this come out of the game?
Yep.
Oh no.
And I get a black one.
So where do you want?
I get to choose to put it somewhere.
I guess you shouldn't know that yet.
Well, I have... Nothing's gone on. Let's see, what companies are out there so far? You got Thrive. And you got that. And since I just got Masubi... Can I put 2 there or
Nope.
not?
One.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
So it's only these spots right here.
Okay, sounds
And
good.
then once these get populated, the oil goes on the board, unless someone does gray ops. So now this gets refueled.
Horrible industries. Don't be evil, be horrible.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right. I
Oh,
am
yeah, sorry, that was my one. That was my one, and I get to redeploy.
right.
So my redeploy.
So if you put 2 here, that means you can test with him, and then he has to pull one to.
Yeah, but I can't produce anyway until the security does something.
Yeah, neither can he.
So I don't care.
Dan's just like, I'm holding this oil hostage.
Drill, baby, drill. Apparently.
Yeah.
Because I can't invest again.
Yeah.
my investment team is just taxed out and they're on vacation after that last investment.
Yep.
So that's. All right, he takes it right away, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I can only pick one of those. All right. First up, bada bing.
Top, bottom. Guessing here.
Nuclear or agropolymers?
That's what you have your one industry for.
Let's put it in nuke.
Yep, that's where I put it.
All right, and now I have to pay. Let's pay for nuke.
You want TSU United.
Sure. And then the $1 I pay goes into here.
Yep, and this guy goes home.
Right.
So now it's my turn.
Wait, I still get to reassign a dude, don't I?
Yep. You guys just killing each other. All right, my turn.
Well, there's a limited number of choices because expanding and recruiting and dispatching doesn't help much.
Once you get your 4 men, you're kind of out of that. And then-
Although it is not a bad area to surprise people because you can actually, even if you can't recruit, you can dispatch and take the action. So it's a good way to stand. It's an
Yeah.
emergency spot. It's a go anywhere spot if you're in the majority.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have already put guys putting pressure on other people, right? Like he's gonna probably do this on me on invest. Oh, gray ops.
Yep.
My turn. Invest.
Who you buying, Chris?
I think I'm gonna get Horrible Industries.
I mean, with a name like that, they've got to be above board.
The only thing is, as much as I want to do that, because you're already heavily invested in there.
Horrible
nukes.
Industries. Look at that name.
Diversify into the nukes along with him. Get the free one or go to a new industry.
I think I'm gonna go to a new industry.
So you have to pay one.
Yep. Then I'm gonna use technology. Now this industry's worth more. And now I get to deploy a man out. I think you guys have that covered. I need another man because you guys have all your people.
I really like their card art.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Even though it's like very basic, it's actually
I love that style.
I buy a lot of games.
Like a woodcut style almost. I'm sure there's Art Deco or some nonsense for it, but
It's worth well. So 2, you might do that. Then Dan has 1. And if he does that, can't go there again. I think I'm just gonna get my man. Because I need my last man.
Sounds good. Well, I'm the majority developer if I want.
You want to develop or you want to do some gray ops? Because if one more gets pulled, all these go into the market and they don't go to your industries.
oh, I was thinking it's 4. It's 4 anywhere on there, eh?
Yeah, soon as there's 4 down here, these go all into the market.
When you do black market, is it only one that you get to shove over?
No, all of them go over.
Okay.
No, I'm happy to do some drilling and whitewashing because, I want to whitewash this public scrutiny here. So I'll do that and I'll say, where would I like the oil? Would I like to add more oil to Libya?
But it's also these you don't get them. These are 2 of the ones you can actually get oil for, right?
Nigeria I like because, it gives me
makes
those
one
extra
person.
victory points. It's such a nice area in there.
Well, that's it. So now that's just you telling us that you have those, at least one of those industries or both those industries in your thing.
1.
Orange.
Oh, orange now because you have. So now this goes into there. No, this has to go back in the bag.
Thank you.
I don't know why you drew this one.
2.
Into Nigeria.
And 3. Ooh, I can level 3.
Wait, doesn't his orange one flip
turns
first?
No, because you can only have one flipped over at one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't get to flip over 2?
No.
But at the end of the game, these will still hurt him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are issues he doesn't yet know are brewing in media.
Well, I mean, you can look
So
at.
I'm going to whitewash this one. If I get a third, if I didn't whitewash, I can get a third or 4th.
You'd get another 4. Another one of these.
Okay.
And you just,
And I can look
So what
at these
happens
now?
now?
Yeah, you can look.
A yellow one would come to him
He
now?
would get it. He would get it. Well, next time this would flip,
Oh, right.
and then no. Once you have that one, yeah, you take level 1,
So wait a minute, I get more. Oh yeah, that goes right here.
and then you get to redeploy man.
Sounds good, and I get to redeploy one, so I'll redeploy there.
Then you're up.
Hell. I'm going to go in the Gulf region. Chris, can you get me 2 black barrels of oil, please? I think we're down
Goes to
to
the
2.
Gulf.
Nope, goes to old Dan.
No, it goes to the Gulf.
Nope, goes to Dan.
Goes to Dan.
Oh, those two. All right. Oh,
I need my...
The problem is Dan, you have to bear in mind that oil isn't worth anything at the end of the game.
That's fine. Yellow.
So that's out of the game.
Well,
Well,
this flips over. And now, as my second action for my whitewash, so this is my drill, so this... And I'm majority, so
now you
then
can flip this up,
whitewash.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and whitewash that right out.
What was that anyways? After taking any gray ops action, you must pull one. Yeah, you just have to pull. Pull oversight. Maybe you shouldn't. You should not have to pull. I mean, so now you get to deploy man. Oh, that's good. I'm just waiting for there to be one with a security star, and then there's like huge contested.
So
battle.
my oil is worth nothing at the end of the game, you tell me?
Yes. So you should like use multiple oils to like deploy out.
Man. Well, I'm going to spend 2 oils now then. And I can reassign this agent.
you can.
And you can reassign agents on the board as well. You don't have to leave them in those locations if you don't choose. It's fine. Dad's like, I don't want you to have a chance. Yep. My turn. So I'm going to do this to recruit my last man. And then I'm going to deploy him.
You know I'm not a threat for victory with -8 victory points.
Yeah, but you can whitewash those away.
That'll take a while.
You'd be surprised. So when we draw those last 2 barrels of oil,
Once there's no more black barrels in there, now we go into chaos mode. Which basically means all your guys, we just keep resolving until all the guys are off the board. So you'd have the majority here. You would go, you get to choose a pick, and then he would
Do
go.
I have to resolve, or can I?
You're required to.
pass?
There's no passing. So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put another one there. So now we have 5. We can't put any more there. Where else do I want to place?
Can you trade with other players?
No. No, I think I'm going to spend 2 barrels of oil. I kind of want oil for if I do get a technologies to put multipliers in, right? But I don't think that's going to happen before the end of this game.
question.
Yep.
If I go, or Richard goes on the gray ops, and he has to draw, because we're tied, draws from the bag, that goes over on the technology track,
Then these
and
get
they
deployed.
would automatically go that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a risk even just for executing.
Just for being there.
Yeah.
To dump more oil back out.
I think I'm gonna go here. I just want a barrel of oil. Actually, how many are here? 3. I think this late stage of the game, we might have 1, maybe 2 more rounds. I think I have to contest this at this point. Richard, you're up.
Sounds good.
So you can take an action here or start moving your men around. Because you're...
I'm going to take an action.
Gray ops?
Consultant.
Wait, you still have to draw from the bag though,
You still have to draw from the bag.
because we're tied.
So let's see. If I take that in there,
It potentially dumps the oil onto the board, or if it doesn't, it's gonna flip this for you.
Yeah.
yeah, the odds of flipping this one is not bad.
But they're already hurting you.
But the thing is, you got to flip
There's a lot more.
because once
There's 3 reds and a yellow in there, and there's only 2 blacks.
So no, I won't do that action there.
so the thing is, you want to flip it because then you can go here and whitewash it.
Yeah,
Till
because
that's-
right now this is just hurting you at the end of the game.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so yeah, I will.
What are you doing?
Grab a consultant.
Okay.
Big bucks and no whammies. It's a red. Oh gosh, that feels like red.
Put it back in.
Woo! So I get 1 flipped. My Place one of your agents on the card. So the Libyan agent.
That's a white boy.
Thanks, listen.
So so you
Actually,
can't be. This one already comes back.
Nope, that's still white.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
So you have to move your invest, or Libya is locked down.
No, any agent. I got 4 agents. I just have to leave him there. He's got to deal with the scandal.
He's down at the old Robert training facility, is he?
Yeah. And then I get the gold consulting package here. And then do I turn it over or do I turn it over when I feel like?
Depends if the card says turn when you feel like it.
It doesn't say turn when I feel like, but it doesn't.
It feels like it. You should turn it when you feel like it. Or is it
It feels like it. I should.
can I read it? Then at least Dan doesn't know.
Let me just check and see here.
I will look it up. Page 12.
Yeah, because I am kind of curious. That's an interesting one, and it would be nice to be able to pull up by surprise. So that was my action, and that was my scandal, and so now I get an agent. And I'm going to recruit.
But you don't have anyone left.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
They're active immediately as soon as they put them in.
So I turn them up?
Yep.
Sounds good.
What is it?
I've hired a military contractor, so I can ship through pirates. Mind you, at this late phase in the game, I'm not sure that helps, but it doesn't hurt.
No, you may only ignore one of the question marks.
Yeah.
You still get. We still have to pay the pirates.
Oh, that's right.
All right. I am going to.
Gray up.
Yeah, gray ops. So that all black market's over. And then a consultant. I'm gonna take my gold level agent.
Dan, you have both, so you could also.
No,
Oh no, yeah. Sorry.
no, I'm still gray ops, man.
Yeah.
When using develop drill option, you may place any black barrel you pull directly into your HQ.
Ooh.
That's
And that guy goes back there.
so my action.
Hang on.
Nope, you gotta deploy. You can't deploy here, but everywhere else you can.
I can't deploy here because it's unlocked.
You
Could
could-
deploy there.
You could
but-
move a man.
You can deploy anywhere here.
So the other option is you could take a man and move him somewhere else. But now they're only worth 2 because I think your ability is only when there's 1.
What's that? One is one.
One is when there's 1 that's worth 2.
During your turn on each region where you already have at least one agent, you are considered to have one more agent.
Oh, so yeah.
So if I
So
put,
he has 2.
it's always a +1.
Yeah.
So if you were to go into one of these 3 regions, you'd be a +1.
I think I'm gonna go here. So Chris has to draw. A
So now it's
barrel.
my turn.
Hang on. Do I can't pay 2 barrels to move somebody else's man, can I?
No.
It does say an agent. It doesn't say your agent.
I would hazard to guess that means
I
an
see.
agent.
I assume
You know
it's
what?
one of your agents.
Chris, I might not be a dick anymore. I'm gonna spend my 2 barrels and redirect him.
Back there.
Yeah.
Alright. So now it's my turn. Do I think this is gonna help me more? I think. Will it now? Because pay 1 to get that and gives you 1. It's not really worth anymore. That also gets me.
I can see you beautiful minding it right now in your head.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out which one I need to do now.
Technology, is it only 1 barrel you can pay in?
Yeah.
So it's not. I just can't just be like, I'm dumping my stack. Blah.
No.
Okay.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ship from here to here. I'm going to token.
Boy.
And then I go here. These come back, and I take all my oil.
Yes.
So that's my first action. My second action is to redeploy.
He made a deal with Gaddafi
Pretty much.
or whoever's in charge now, if anyone.
Chris, remember who decided not to be a dick there.
Well, and see, that doesn't. See, the only problem is I need to get cards. See, and you guys already got both those, so there's actually I can only get 1 victory point. I'd have to do it twice to get 2 victory points,
Oh.
right? Because all the silver
Yeah.
level are gone, and there's
There's
only
only 2 silvers.
2 silvers, 3 2 platinum. So I would go here and then here, unless someone draw 2 silvers. No,
No.
it's on the board right here. 2 players. 3, 2, 2.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
sorry, I did this wrong. This should be gone too.
Who has a platinum? Do you?
You have a platinum, right?
No, I just have a school. I just have 2 consultants, and
I just have 2 consultants.
So there's still
So-
2.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's 3, 2, 2. So I mean, I could go there and get a bronze and a platinum. But
We're gonna start bronze or silver, gold, V power. Come on, Chris.
And then I want to pay 2 barrels of oil. Do I even want to just lock her down?
That's fine.
I mean, it's not critical. You have other stuff that's more critical. Because those are straight worth victory points, aren't they? Yeah. See, the problem is pulling barrels at this point is like...
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not necessarily something you want to do.
So I'm going to produce this barrel of Gulf region oil.
How?
How?
I'm going to dispatch him over there,
Yep. And then you do
and then I'm going to ship it along here
Oh my god, that is risky.
with my military contractors.
Oh, I guess you can ignore once per.
So I got the military escort there to give me that over.
Yep.
Okay. So that was my action.
Now you can reassign.
Now I can reassign. Actually, yeah, that was my action. I think.
Oh, I use this, correct?
Yep.
I was gonna say that.
Sure did, Chris.
I
Should
think
be good.
I will assign him here. Join the party.
Dan, you're up. No good actions.
No, it's trash town everywhere.
You could reassign because you can, but then you can't take the action right away. But you could reassign 2 guys getting 3 and having a guaranteed majority. Because 3 is a guaranteed action.
Yeah. Guaranteed unstoppable action.
Which one?
If you put 3 on a location.
You just can't put it here because it's full.
I just want my men on the board at this point.
Well, I got one
I
in risk.
I'm going to be incredibly ballsy, gentlemen,
We going for it?
and attempt to drill.
Drill, baby,
Where you
drill!
drilling? Where you drilling?
No, just pull this first.
No, you're
You're supposed to pull this first.
No,
Oh, really?
I'm going to pull
Okay.
this first. See how
Not
bad
sure,
there you go.
not sure that matters.
Black barrel.
So where? Well, he gets. What do you think he gets to choose where the black barrel
No,
goes?
black barrel because you drew it for
No,
this.
right away it
So now
goes.
it's-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's put it on suitcase nukes. Yep. And
It's like I know what you're collecting. I don't need to ask questions. Come on, man.
I am gonna go. That's good.
Gonna do an audit.
Yep. Oh, we got 3 left.
Math was incorrect at some point.
Auditors have shown
Yeah. So that's what we have left.
50-50 for
All right.
more.
All right. So we're gonna
It's not
go.
as bad because I was like, this is. We have to audit this
We're
everywhere.
gonna go crazy then
Russia?
and try Russia.
You're not gonna go crazy and go this Russia and get 3?
So I get a black oil out of there, Chris.
So one oil goes to Russia.
Nope.
Nope, goes to him.
One goes to
Oh
Dan.
wait. Okay.
'Cause I
How
get,
does Russia get oil?
I get a black.
He
If
gets-
this second one is black,
Oh, and that one goes to Russia.
normally yes.
So it is DevOps. You do drill and produce at the same time.
Now normally this would go to Russia, but my lawyers won't.
Oof.
Okay.
So now it's my turn.
Wait. I get to. That was my action. Now I get to assign him somewhere.
Yep. Taking over the black market.
Security.
Oh, for agent, that will for sure drain it.
Yep.
And these 2 mystery ones.
God.
You don't know what that mystery is. That is for sure trouble.
I'm going here.
Where?
I'm doing some investing.
You drilling?
No, I'm investing.
Investing. Okay.
Black.
That's down to 1.
So these 2 come home. I pay 1 barrel. Oh, it's 2 now. It's fine. I'm willing to accept this. Pay my 2 barrels of oil. I have to get in on this sweet, sweet nuclear action.
You know it.
And then I'm going to put another $1.
How are you doing? Have majority?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, that's worth 2 victory points. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's fine. We can work with this.
You have to. Haha.
Yep. Where do I want to go? Drilling doesn't seem like it's the place to be right now.
You mean draining that bag isn't fun?
I think we're going to be out of this pretty soon. So I'm trying to... yeah, there. 'Cause, like I said, we're down to 1 left in here.
Sounds good. Agents reassigned.
He only has 1 barrel of oil, so you can legitimately only purchase these 2.
But he has to take his turn before me eventually.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. You going here?
Yeah. Black market that nonsense over for me.
You want to grab a consultancy card?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Venture capitalist. When using invest startups option, you may spend 1 barrel less per startup card. Oh, that is really good. Unfortunately, I'm totally locked out of there. So I can't get another platinum if I chose to, can I?
Nope. Basically, it basically locks out 1 person from getting multiples. Because if
Okay.
not, then you just stack up victory points that way.
You can't have your employees outnumbered by consultants.
Sure you can. Shell does it all the time.
So I'm gonna spend 2.
This is where having the money to just you gonna double down on drilling?
Yeah. The problem is though, it's only gonna be bad stuff. So what happens? It's for sure gonna be red. Even if the yellow get out,
It's
I have to draw off 3, which I know is gonna be red. So it's gonna hit me.
there's 3
three.
red and a yellow.
But
It's
you
gonna-
but you can choose to whitewash. Right? Like you
But
don't-
like
can't-
Richard's red one here, that's not up. That still is gonna count against him at the end of the game, right?
Yeah, but like for example, what you can do is like it's one of those things like you can just whitewash and do nothing. Like if it, you know what I mean, if you're there, so you don't have to like compete for it until the peak oil, then things go wonky.
So right now, if it was the end of the game, if I had 3 agents there and no one else had any, could I take 3 separate actions, each with 1 agent?
No.
All the agents coordinate and
Yes.
act as one happy team.
I'm basically gonna go here and just block Richard from whitewashing.
That's Chris.
Richard, that's Chris. Yeah. If you want to block me, you can't. Haha.
He's buying another barrel of oil for another victory point. But then you open it up for him. That's the other thing. By you not, but you have to reassign. So next turn, even if you didn't take an action there, you still have to reassign both men away. 2
Yeah,
men away.
the expats don't want to stay forever there.
Exactly. They always have to be moving. All right. So my turn. I'm taking consultancy card because
He's a good one.
it's worth a victory point.
Just because he's last on the bench doesn't mean he was any less good, Chris. What's he do?
Instead of using the invest technologies option, you may pay 2 barrels to move 1 barrel from one technology to another.
That'd be really good.
If you had barrels,
Oh my gosh, if I had that, that would be amazing.
How do I get? Now the question is, how do I get?
well, you use
I
security
cl- I
card.
lost-
There's a security card right there.
Yeah, it's. See, this is how we do Hail Mary. What's there, Russia? Oh. Someone wants that Russia card? It's worth 2 victory points, potentially?
More, yeah, it is only worth. No, it's worth potentially 4 5 points.
No.
It doesn't get
No.
the modifier?
Doesn't get modifiers.
So I'm going to exercise my action here and do the invest.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, then I'll take Lola.
You have to pay a barrel of oil for that.
There's a barrel. Cute.
But this will multiply, right?
Yeah. These multiply. So if you bought that, that's worth 4 points. And it costs you 4 barrels of oil to buy.
And then I get to position a guy. I will position here and I'll ask a question. So this dispatch here,
Yeah.
if there's if you dispatch to Russia
Yeah. And I could execute right away if I wanted.
You just have
with
to-
both or
Both.
okay.
It's
So
in-
even though only one moved there,
Yes. You have to. Each location has to activate all together.
yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Dan, you're up. You investing? You're coming into the industry of cellulose ethanol.
Hong Kong fat
Oh,
sounds
you
like a
can't.
good deal.
It's do you have $4?
No.
I don't, but my venture capitalist is willing to pony up the last barrel for me.
Ooh. But it's
Oh yeah. Does not get put over there.
and then your final one is technology, but you have no more money to.
Don't I? No, I don't.
So my turn.
Wait, don't I get to reassign him?
Yes. So that's why I like investing at the tail end. You're not like unless more things happen, like you get your money back. You, for example, get one extra dollar. You can't go there. You just
Oh
came
yeah,
from there.
I just came from there.
The reserves, eh?
Yeah, let's go here.
It is an interesting spot there, isn't it?
It is.
But it doesn't get you double actions, right? Like you get to deploy, but you don't get double
Yeah.
actions out of it.
Your action is to sort of choose an action that is somewhat available.
Yeah.
That's your 2 reassigns?
Yep.
Sounds good.
This is where it's like the who's gonna do something? Who's gonna do something?
You should attempt to develop a trail.
That's my plan.
Your turn. It's your turn. I did my 2.
So, your turn.
Then just redeploy his men to where he wants. So you have to reassign 2 men. So yeah.
I can drop them here, right?
Yep.
And then I can invest, and I pay 1 less per barrel.
You can't invest because you have to start there. It has to be your first action. First thing is take an action.
But
Isn't dispatch?
Oh, dispatch. Yes, you can do that. That's right.
So I'll take the blue one because I'm
Yeah.
paying 1 less.
Does it say a minimum?
No.
That's so cheap. It should be a minimum of 1.
No, no, no. They're originally free.
Yeah, no, but it,
He just found a young entrepreneur who was willing to go for a share of the wealth.
for doing that. So
And then I get to reassign.
1. We might be playing dispatch slightly wrong, but I think it's the way you're supposed to play it.
No, I think that's a reasonably good description of it.
You can't go there. You've already.
Oh yeah, I just came from there, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, whenever you roll, you do want to continue,
You
don't
just put
you?
one here, right?
Arguably, didn't I just come from there as well?
He did.
We did. So you got to come to Grey Ops and potentially cause the end of the game.
Or you can go to Nigeria or...
Or you can block me in Russia. I'm holding in Russia because if another barrel of oil comes in, that goes in. I'm there. So it's my turn.
Yep.
Alright, I think we're going to slow roll this one right now. We're just going to do
Grey Ops.
consultancy.
Did you just jump down to this one on Mackley?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, because no one else, because he didn't get it. When you're tied for majority, draw a barrel to take an action. So when I have to draw a barrel, I get to use both actions instead of just one.
Nice.
Alright, so I get to deploy man. I'm just going to deploy him here.
The reserves.
There's pretty much. It's because if you want to go back to some place, there's no good way to get oil right now. I need like a couple more barrels of oil. Richard, your turn. You have to take an action. Develop. Whitewash.
Mm-hmm. I'm just debating about doing both drill and whitewash because I'm trying to figure out the ramifications of this. If I do Libya,
Yep. Libya's worth a lot of points.
why is Libya worth a lot of points?
Well, I guess not.
If I do the Gulf region, I choose 2 of these.
You get 2 black ones. You know there's only 1 black one. And that triggers endgame. Any of these is going to trigger endgame, probably, except for Russia. Russia could potentially be 3 reds.
Oh, I get the black ones from here?
Yep.
So I would choose 4 from here. And so the 4 that are in here,
You're not supposed to look, but
well, I mean, there's 3. I don't know if the yellow's still left.
there's 2 yellows out. So there's 1 yellow, 3 reds, and a black.
1 yellow, 3 reds, and a black. So
The yellows are just as bad as the reds. They just don't come back.
So you're doing a drill action here?
1,
Where?
2, 3, 4.
Where are you drilling?
I think I only feel 4 in here.
Yeah. It'll be 3 reds. Uh-oh.
Did someone miscalculate?
Yep,
Yep.
Someone did.
Christopher, when you told us there was 3.
No, we put 3 back in.
we did.
We just didn't change the stat.
Well, okay, so we're at endgame.
So you're here. So now going in order.
So let's say I drill here.
No. Now we have to execute. Now you want to drill here?
Let's say I drill. Do I have to pick any of these?
Yes.
So at this point, since I picked 2 of them,
Drilling is bad.
I would
should
get
just-
2
you
PR
should just-
cards.
Yes.
You should just whitewash.
Well, I know I have to. I'm not going to whitewash. It's just
Yeah.
sounds good. So I whitewash that,
That one goes away.
and I can't deploy.
Yeah, no, you no longer deploy. So you're no longer any men. It's the men on the field. Dan, it's your turn. So now you can go here, here, and you still have to draw when there's ties, but you have to do an action.
Dang.
Let me double check. I want to double because like the first one you have to act as good, but like right now like this could really.
You have to do an action. So you guys are both going to have to drill / whitewash.
Yeah.
But I guess whitewashing is harmless.
But one of us, if we're still tied, this is going to be who blinks first, because one of us is going to have to draw a PR nightmare.
I'm just wondering exactly how it fits, just because you know what I mean. For each action spot,
Your agent
action
can't just,
spot. So this is gone. Regions are gone.
Boom.
That makes it even more complicated. Well, easier
Yep.
because you have to go, right?
Yep.
But I just want to see if you can just choose not to.
If you choose to just send your
Choose
XCAT
no
home.
action.
Well, I just want to see how the majority is. So if one player has a majority at an action spot, that player is the first to use his options. Then they lose age. Therefore, if there's no players that have majority,
So does it just go left to right now, where it's Chris? You're
yeah,
expanding.
we don't draw anything, but it doesn't say we draw anything. We just use actions. So I would go.
Well, then I would drill.
What?
Because I have 3 guys here. So if I don't have to draw any, I will drill.
Yeah, but you still draw for this. You don't draw for these.
This was going to screw you up.
You don't drill for being tied.
Ah, okay,
But
yeah.
but the card itself,
Okay,
what
sounds
causes you
good.
to draw?
Sounds good. Just the whitewash then. Good.
Otherwise, yeah, you'd have another red one come up.
Another 5 points because I don't get the 1 pointers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some.
Wait, isn't it my go?
Yeah. No, you do the majority ones first, and then you.
Okay. Do you get to choose?
I don't think we even do this one. That's only.
The whitewashes are helpful at this point, though.
Well, not for us because it won't matter.
It's fine.
Doesn't impact Dan at all.
Oh, it doesn't. He has nothing.
Yeah. Therefore, if thereafter, if no players have majority, starting with the player.
I like how simple the board is in this.
Yeah.
Can I check
Yeah,
this
so we
one
just
for
move it through.
simplicity?
All right, but whitewashing is good because it could impact how you do things here.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out if there's any way.
So you have a majority in these 2. So we resolve those 2 first, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can put an oil on to modify it, but I'm trying to think if there's a way. I should have had more diversified startups or more concentrated startups, but I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to. I guess this is when I should double check this.
Well, since you have some money, you can actually just do that first.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if I'm put him here, that doesn't do anything. Put him there, that does nothing. I can move them there and then drill. Yeah, let's do this
Well,
first.
yeah.
Because obviously that's where I'm going to go. Because I don't want to double up Dan's.
Well, you just doubled up Dan's. That's Dan's.
You know,
Get
but I
two of
but I
them.
have
One of those?
no
One of those.
one, and I have one as well. So, like, at least it's like I'm kind of even money here. So.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
So now this one.
Yep.
It's kind of what I didn't want to do because.
Although you might do better on putting it on title power because although I multiply by a small number. And I got the -5.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I get another title power. It's worth 1 victory point. I put it here. It differentiates me from. That's too late.
Yep.
Because this has already been drawn, and I don't have any money to draw those. I probably should have drawn one of these. But I couldn't buy it because it's 3 to buy.
Unless you had a venture capitalist.
Yeah, you can only buy this one here, the agropolymers.
Oh. That works out well.
Okay, so now I have to say, if he we have to deploy both.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to do that anyways, because then I would guarantee.
Because this gives you another action to dispatch.
But you're majority here, so you're going to want to...
I have to do something, so he's just off the board. Because here he wouldn't do anything, here he won't do anything, so just...
Oh, because you got all the consultants. There's no black markets to move.
Correct.
And there's no money for startups or technologies.
Correct.
You can move him here right away, and then you wouldn't have to draw.
But then I'd action out.
Do you have to do the action if you have a majority?
Yeah.
You may use both actions. It's a may.
But it's a recruit. So like here, I couldn't do either of these, I couldn't do either of these.
No, but if you land at both of them here,
But the drill means pull cards.
So
you may do both. You could also skip it for no action.
So because I know, this is really gets really funky. Because I can't draw barrels of oil. I would draw these two. So I would get one of these for sure. Then I would flip it for the second one. And then I'd whitewash it away. And then I'd get this. Yeah, we're going to do that. So I go here, do both mine.
Yep.
So I get both actions. So I drill.
Yep.
I take this one. We know what I'm going to get is two, right?
Yep.
So
So I get this one.
Why do you get only one?
Don't you draw two?
No, you draw one, and then it flips it on the because I have none.
Oh, and then it flips on
It
the
flips
second
on
one.
the second one,
And
and
then
then I
you
whitewash it. Yeah, and then I whitewash it away.
Because when we played Richards, he gotten multiple barrels at one time.
Because he had one already flipped in front of him.
Oh.
That's and then that goes away. So now I get this and a token, which does nothing at this point. Dan, you're up. So now you get to drill or whitewash.
You can't do both?
I guess.
Or I guess, wait a minute, because you weren't reading it. If you're tied, it said...
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because of I deployed into theirs.
Yeah, so you took the action.
But we went. No, we didn't go through. So I guess technically you're considered majority there now. So you get both if you want.
You got nothing to whitewash, though, so it doesn't matter, I don't think.
Well, you have to do what I did. You'd have to take one where you can double whitewash for points, right?
So we'll flip it definitely, right?
Yeah. Well, you get one and then you flip it.
I will do the same thing you just did then, sir.
Yeah, it seems. That might be wrong, but I did it, so you do it.
All right. How do we math this now?
All right, so everyone flip over here, so you have all your industries in front of you.
Hey guys, I was involved in suitcase nukes.
Really?
It's shocking, I know.
I was involved in.
Suitcase nukes?
Well, the house nuclear symbol, whatever this is. All right, now how does this work?
I'm gonna pull a calculator so we go through this. All right, so they have the scoring on one of these cards, which we can just go. I have it referenced right here. All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. Oh, sweet! I didn't even. So these are. So I misdid this. I didn't realize it. They're not worth one each. They're one that matches. So like this adds 2 points to each of your.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap. That's going to work out quite well then.
So okay, so do you want to do mine first, and we'll go through it?
Yep.
All right. So what we're gonna do is it's for each. So for each of these holdings, we're gonna go through it. I have no crisis cards, so we don't extract any of that. These are worth 3 victory points, so just 3 right off the get go. So what we do is for this one, it's worth 1 plus 1, so that's 2. Not 32. That's how we cheat. So now we go to this one, so it's worth 5 plus 1, it's 6. Just for this one is also worth 6. This one is worth 3, 4, 5. So 10 for the 2. This one is worth 1. Not that. So I'm at 28 points.
Okay.
So for me, each of these is worth 1, 2, 3.
No.
So what we do is we go like this. So these are all your corporations.
Yep.
So what it is let's do blue first. You got 4 blue. So each one of these is worth 4 points, or 1 point each, 4 total. We do this one, it's worth 5 points
Which one's worth?
plus 1.
Which
It's
one's
your
worth?
oil drop.
Your oil
Okay.
drop for that. So these are all worth 1 each. That's it. This one you don't have any matching, so you get no bonus points for that. This one, each one of these is worth 2 plus, so it's 3 total. 1, 2, 3. 3 and then 3, so 6. Right?
Yep.
And then you have these two, so they're worth 2 victory points total,
-5.
and then -5. So 13 points.
What'd you get?
28.
That's all.
All right. Let's start with
If not, we got video footage.
oil drops.
Dan
are
has
worth
this
5.
They're worth 5 total, 6, 7 for that one.
So that's 7 for each of those.
7.
He only has 1.
All right. And then these guys here are 3 times 3.
So 9.
Blue, I have
Is-
2.
So they're worth 3 each, so 6,
Okay.
because they're worth 1, right?
Yep.
And then you have a pink one below.
But I don't have a company. I do have a company
Yeah.
attached to it.
So you get
2.
2.
And then I have 4 additional Veeps.
We tied.
Perfect.
What's the tiebreaker?
Here is tiebreakers.
Really?
Man with the most oil left.
No, I eventually.
Did you get anywhere left?
No.
Neither did we. Did. All right, it's end game scoring.
That was least oil.
Where's the tiebreaker? It must be in here scoring. Here we go. All right. Tiebreakers.
In the old days, we used to like ties.
Ties aren't bad.
Fewest crisis points. Neither of us had crisis points.
Boom. Next.
Highest startup score.
Was a startups.
I win because you have 1 more consultant. Because I only got 3 points from your consultancy, and you got 4. I used less consultants, so I went. That's. And then if we still tied, they say play again.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's the game.
Perfect.
So what do you guys think of this?
Should we try it again or not?
It's 9:30 already, so
Okay.
it
Sounds
took
good.
us what 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took us an hour and 35 minutes.
Cool.
That's how long the stream's been going. So we probably don't want to play another game because I don't think you guys want to be here that late. I mean, the second time around it'd probably go a lot faster. And there's also a more, shall we say, they call it crude rules, where it's the crisis cards, you don't get them. They're just crisis where your men are moving around for negative victory points, and you have to slowly, and you get multiple people on there, so multiple people can move up, and you can put more oil, like because I got the Kickstarter edition.
Oh,
You can put more oil in the bag so the game goes longer.
that's a nice way of doing that,
Because
actually.
I think like you got an extra like 5 barrels, that'd be like another couple rounds. Like, because then we'd be more. I think it was actually pretty close. Because like if you got a couple more modifiers in here, you would have been right up there. Like if you got like that, you would have had 2 or 3,
Well, yeah, and there was 1 or 2 of the times I miscalculated.
and you didn't have the money to.
Well, I picked the wrong one here. I'm going, oh yeah, I should have picked Russia there, which gives one of the title power ones.
Yeah,
So yeah, there was a couple of miscalculations in there.
it always happens. You're welcome
Oh,
to
yeah.
try Tuesday. It's this. There's always, and once you look at the video, we probably did some things
yeah.
wrong every time. Would you play it again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Richard, would you play this game again?
It's a solo,
think
too,
so, yeah.
doesn't it?
What?
It has a solo mode, doesn't it?
I believe so.
And it plays up to 5. That's confirmed on the back of the box. I think that was your Kickstarter special.
Yeah. The rules only say 4, but you could just, it's a number of barrels of oil and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Anything you change about the game, or?
No.
No?
I like that it's a tight board
Yeah.
and that it's more Euro-y.
I think there's a limited number of security tokens. I think there should be a few more stars.
Well, and it could just be.
But we never took all of them, right?
And like,
Oh.
and there's a bunch that we didn't draw, right? They just like. There's a bunch in here that we just.
Yeah, it was about half there. Okay, so that's about right.
We just
yeah.
didn't happen to draw them.
Okay.
And when you're playing with more players, there's more cards that come in, which I think have more security tokens and other things. And they said on the first playthrough, you're not supposed to play with double actions because people might not realize that that's, could be very valuable to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like,
That's fine.
we've played enough games. You got to play sort of hard.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the only thing is like we didn't flip like these as much, right? Like
Because there were so few security tokens.
well, and it was also so few security tokens, but also so few like we never black marketed this out. You know what I mean? Like because we kept doing enough gray ops to shove them over,
Yeah.
and we might have done that wrong. That felt a bit wrong. Check black ops.
The weird thing I found was in terms of these ones here.
Yeah.
If you are in sync, like at the very end,
Yeah.
if you choose an even number, you automatically get rid of it and whitewash it.
There was like I said, that's something we'll probably have to read the nuances of the rules and see how it's played because.
And that one I don't think is a reasonable one.
Well, and it could just be that the rules aren't, and it just happens to lay out that way if you happen to line up. 'Cause
Oh, we totally did black market wrong.
it's only one.
First, and regardless of whether you use only one action or both options, you must place one barrel from your HQ into an empty black market slot.
Every time you do it.
Yep.
So you gotta have money to do black market.
Yep.
To gray ops. That makes sense because you got to pay the contractors. That would be a big difference because we did that a lot.
Yep.
Because to get consultancies, like that would have been 3 barrels of oil to get all 3 consultancies too, right?
And then the number of companies is higher, worth more because each company become worth less.
Well, and the other thing about that is also because we're filling this up more.
Yep.
That means we'd probably deploy out a couple times into
Yep.
the open market.
Oh, and Chris, you couldn't actually jump your card
Jump a card?
on your consultant. If you don't have one from the level that you need,
You just don't get one?
you may not take a card.
Oh.
Down one, sorry.
Yep. We probably messed some other stuff up too. Game's over. Stream's over. It's over, man. It's over, damn. Shut it off. Yeah. Alright. So I guess that's it for this week. Next week we'll give another game a go and hopefully we got people's faces. Especially for Tuesday. Or Thursday. For Gloom. Because we use that
Gloom?
for Gloomhaven.
Why does Gloomhaven work better with faces?
Because we're like doing actions and we need that to show like the game board and other stuff.
Okay.
Because we have a bunch of minis. And that's